Hey guys, how you doing? So just a quick one on association and perception. So we are what we perceive, obviously, but what we perceive is to do with our associations. So what we're used to seeing and what we're used to sensing and what we're used to understanding becomes our reality. So if you see a guy walking down the street, like with a sleeveless top, for example, and muscles or whatever, you automatically associate them with something, where it could be complete opposite. You just don't know. But or if whatever you do, you associate like a salad with health, or something like that, where it could just be covered in mayonnaise and not healthy at all. So this is really important, because everything is association. That boils right down to the basics of how we interact, whether it's narcissistic or otherwise. Mostly narcissistic, sadly. Our whole structure seems to be based in and around that, or certainly has evolved in that way, through fear. And all the problems in life come as a result of this sort of interaction of fear. So we move away from the kindness and the love and the purity and the kind of innocence, but we want that truth, and then that's how you end up with problems in your relationships and interrelationships and so on and so forth, because you can't find that anywhere. All you find is a minefield of hell. So breaks down to a substructure that's pretty debasing, it hurts the individual tremendously in mind, body and soul all the time. So you're in a constant turmoil of emotion, and you never really know where you are. You're always lying, and you're always entrenched in troubles of our own making, essentially. That leads to looking to basically practicing other social behaviours which are in the same factor, like sex, for example, in the same manner. So you're doing the same thing over and over again, and there's a risk associated to it as well. So risk is a sort of it's a coping mechanism, basically. So the more risk you take, you're essentially coping to make yourself better in the short term, and feel better in the short term, because that risk is a short-term benefit to take you out of the fear that you're in, and deliver you to some kind of imaginary cathartic place. And of course that cathartic place does exist, but it only exists not dopaminergically, but neurochemically, essentially, and hormonally. But it doesn't exist in the mind, the body and soul. So it only exists chemically within the body and hormonally within the body. So you're facilitating that, but you're actually facilitating it in a way which is not beneficial to yourself, because it doesn't benefit the spirit as well as the mind. It only serves to take from that. So this leads down to the real basics of things. Of really what you're looking for is truth and honesty, which is love and understanding, basically. And you look for that in the strangest of places, otherwise, hence paedophilia. So your search in life ultimately is you're looking for this love and understanding, which is the universe, which is everything, because it all works and interacts together, and that's the only thing that you can love and understand, because that's the only thing that we're in. So it's like the ultimate addiction, which I've talked about before, which is perfectionism within the universe. So then when you look for these truths, the closest thing that you can get to that is the child. And of course that's to be experienced in a day-to-day life of the family and everything, but not in a sexual manner, because there's no nuance there between the two. And that becomes confused due to, again, association and perception. So association and perception is based on objectification. So say, for example, when you're watching a movie, if you watch the movie, you can watch the movie and get completely engrossed in it. You're there, you're like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is great, blah blah blah, and you're in the moment, with every section of your watching of the movie. Or you can sit back, relax, take everything in and watch it objectively, but not objectifying. So that's the difference. So you're on the moment and you're watching it and you're seeing it, and then when you see that for what it is and you understand the rest of it and the complying mind, the body and the soul, you're in a way where you're not objectifying whatever's in front of you, basically based on your previous associations and based on your perception because of your previous associations. So in a nutshell, you're searching for the universe and you're looking for the truth of all, and that's coming back at you, and that's basically your search for God. But through the fact that you're misconstruing it, you then end up objectifying things, and that leads you into a take rather than a give situation, and it's theft rather than love. Basically, it's like theft of love rather than giving of love. That's what it is. Then you erode yourself, and you erode the others, the objectified, and big problems come in, dark energies come in, fragmentation comes in, and that keeps you in a worse situation because you're completely discombobulated, and you may actually be infested with essentially not just a disease of pathology, which is fever and worse, and has all the associated mental health issues with it, but you'll have actually demonic entities within you. So it's all a trap. It's all an illusion though, because it's easy to get out. You just need to focus on your not objectifying and not taking, but giving, and your approach to everything. So if you reorient yourself and you reorient your approach, and you understand mind, body and soul, and read a bit about it and understand it, because it's all out there, spiritual understanding, spiritual warfare, how to release dark energies, how to overcome situations. So yeah, very interesting video. I hope you enjoyed it very much. Like and subscribe if you can. Lots of love. Cheers. Bye.